Hey guys, so update for the video. So in the video, you're gonna see my mouth moving and like just hear like no sound, and it's because I was driving. When I was driving, it was like putting up to like Google Maps, and it was just like very distracting. So I decided to take that part out. So it's not that I was cursing or cussing or anything like that. It's just that the Google Maps was kind of loud, and I think it was a little bit disorienting. So to kind of spare your ears and make sure that the video is as like clear as possible, I muted some of the parts. So that's my post editing skill set at its finest. Hey guys, Bryce using my hands-free device. So I had something happen today that kind of irritated me, and hopefully you're not making this mistake. Okay, so two main things. Number one, you can't be lackadaisical when growing a business. If you don't have a lot of time, the time that you do put into this stuff, make sure it's precise. What do I mean? Okay, so a person tells you on a consultation call, I'm looking for great communication, fast and prompt. Okay, cool. So do you think that if a person texts you asking you a question, that you should respond via, so they got to text you, okay, so this is very, very, very precise what I'm asking. If someone texts you, and that's the main way they communicate is text, and you send an email back, did you communicate with that person? Their answer is maybe. Does that person A, check their email address the same way they check their text messages? Okay? One big misassumption that people have, this is like a myth, is that everyone responds to communication the exact same place that you do. So for example, some people clear out their email every single day, and they want to get to inbox 0. They read every email. Some people, like myself, never check their email unless prompted by a text. But if you text me, I will respond in 2 seconds. Okay? So if a person is texting you, and says, hey, can you please send over a revised copy of the contract? Okay. My response would be, okay, cool. I will send this to you, or after you send the contract, say, hey, I just sent the contract to you. Did you see it? Because remember what this person values, communication. Or what this person did was they just emailed the person back. And then says, I assumed they would check their email, so I didn't see a point in texting them back. Texting you this whole time. Why do you think that they're going to magically change over to email as their main response now? Well, I communicated back. Okay, check your contract. Person checks the contract, because like, if you use like DocuSign, it says like if the person viewed it. The person has... Okay, so maybe they don't check their email address. So text them. If you're going to email, text them. Use the communication process that they're using. Don't just be whatever's comfortable for you. Like, what are we doing here? You guys gotta be precise, man. It's like, you're not precise, and then you wonder why you're not growing your business. And it's like, well, I don't have time. No, it's not that you don't have time. You don't have time to make mistakes. And these small little misattention to details, right, are the thing that causes success or causes failure. Because here's the thing, you're competing with me. You're competing with guys and gals that do this full time. Sorry, the sun might be glaring. Like, think about it. If you are not on your P's and Q's, and me and you are competing for the same lead, and I am using systems, processes, procedures, and teammates that are calling, texting, and emailing the people once that we give any kind of information before we sign up with them, how are you going to compete? You're not. So if you're small and you're nimble, you got to be as precise. This game is, it's different than everyone thinks. Like this game is not a hard game. It's just, if you don't play it well, you're not going to win. It's not about like I had this guy who was talking to me on Facebook. He's like, yeah, I spend like 8 hours a day doing like marketing. I was like, okay, do you have any clients? No. And he goes like, no, he doesn't have any clients. Like, you spent 8 hours for the last like 6 months and you have 0 clients. Like, what are you doing for 8 hours a day? So it's like, and I'm sorry if this rubs someone the wrong way, and I'm sorry if it comes across like I'm being mean. I'm not like being mean at you. I'm more annoyed because it was actually inside of my company this happened. So I'm not gonna lose a lead because you don't get back to them fast enough in the main channel. You know what I mean? Goodness. All out, man. Even if you're not like, because everyone's gonna receive a text message. Like, you're gonna see the text message as soon as humanly possible. Just text them back. It doesn't have to be right away. My problem was not that my sales contact them and naturally the system's gonna work. What happens if the automation doesn't work? What happens if the email goes to spam? Okay, well, it looks like we never followed up with the person. And then they say, well, just another person that doesn't follow up, just another person that's too busy to talk to me. This can be just like my last CPA who never responded to me. And then you lose the client without even knowing. And then you don't get the person to like sign your contract or pay you the money. Like, oh, well, he just wasn't serious. No, it wasn't that they weren't serious. They thought you weren't serious because you just made the assumption. The one thing that's going to kill you in every type of business is assumptions. Assumptions on your sales call. Okay, when I say sales call, it's the objection that they don't tell you, where they basically say, okay, let me think about it. Okay, well, what objection are they thinking about? Time, money, price, spouse, partner. Is it going to be that they don't see the value? Is it they can't afford it? Like, what is the thing they're going to be thinking about? If you just assume, oh, they're just going to think about it. That is an assumption. That's why people lose deals. Okay, that's one assumption. Another assumption is going to be, okay, I sent them the contract. They said it was ready to go. And that's it. Then you maybe contact them one time after like 2 weeks and like, hey, did you get my contract? The person doesn't respond, and then you assume that they don't want to talk to you anymore. And then if you keep talking to them, you are going to be irritating them. First of all, who cares if you're irritating them? It's either, are you going to buy from me or you're not going to buy from me? If you're not going to buy from me, what do I care how you feel? Like if I'm being completely honest, like think about it. The only reason the person did your consultation call was to see if you could help them with your accounting or bookkeeping services. That is really the only reason that we are communicating. So I don't care if I annoy you if it gets the sale. I know that might sound weird. It's like, well, you don't want to annoy people. What does it matter? What does it matter if you have one person that, like, think about it like this. A person took time out of their day. What they make $10 million a year. That means their hourly is, they make about $1,000 to like $5,000 an hour, right? That's what their company is doing. Every hour they spend. They just basically spent $5,000 to $10,000 sitting there with you on a consultation call. Do you really think they operate in a sphere of annoyance? Oh, this person's annoying. No, those kind of people that make that kind of money, they do not operate on an emotional level the same way we do. They might get irritable, they might get angry, they might lash out, but they're very good at compartmentalizing that anger. It's not going to be at you, it's going to get because they're overwhelmed or whatever, right? So, but they don't operate like, oh, this vendor annoyed me. No, they see it as this person is following up with me to make sure that I am on the ball, because sometimes I have so much going on that I kind of drop the ball and I'm like doing all these other things. Okay? So they're not annoyed with you. They're just, I'll repeat again, they're not annoyed, they are just busy. So your job is to follow up with them as much as possible until they buy from you, because it's the only reason that they're talking to you. It's because they have a problem, they want to get solved, okay? Like, you can build a friendship and a relationship over time, but, like, if they don't pay you money, what's the point of being friends with them? Is there really a point? No. So keep talking to them until they buy. Goodness. Okay, I think I've ranted enough. If you want some help growing your business, but you don't know what you don't know, and like if any of the stuff that I'm talking about in this video was something that you hadn't known or hadn't thought about, I would recommend maybe doing the mentorship program, because that's basics. And they don't teach this stuff in school. They don't teach this in college. They don't teach this on your job. Maybe if you have a sales job, maybe, but then there's also the other half, which is marketing, right? Sales and marketing are different. So if you don't really know everything about sales, marketing, and how to grow a business, it doesn't matter how great you are in accounting, you're not going to be able to grow a business. So if you want to help being able to handle all aspects of the business, learning the accounting, doing the marketing, pricing your services, getting a commitment on a consultation call, and then building a team to take you to 6 figures and beyond, go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of our program, okay? I'd love to see you on the call. Let's see if I can help you out. Talk to you soon. Take it easy. Have a good one.